Well, hello there, friends. So, we're talking about why you can't lose weight even if you've stopped eating sugar and you're kind of doing all the right things. So, we talked the other day about 8 questions you should be asking yourself, and we started to discuss, are you actually not eating sugar? Is your thyroid functioning as it should? And how is your stress level? So today, let's continue the discussion, and we're going to talk about number 4 on the list. Are your hormone signaling hormones out of alignment? Okay, this is an important one. These are some new areas for people. They are words and hormones that you may not be familiar with. So, leptin and ghrelin are two complementary hunger signaling hormones that can easily get thrown off even if you only have a few extra pounds that you were trying to lose. Okay, so leptin and ghrelin, which is spelled Ghrelin. Now, leptin is produced by fat cells and sends signals to your brain that you've got enough food, like fuel stored, um, so you don't need to eat anymore. Okay, this is a signal that needs to be active, giving you feelings of satiety and reduces appetite. Unfortunately, people who are overweight with high leptin levels become resistant to the messages to the brain, and even though you are quote unquote full, you continue to eat, feel hungry, and gain weight. Okay, so similar to insulin resistance, the insulin is high and pumping out and saying, move the blood sugar, move the blood sugar, and it's not. Leptin is doing the same thing. It's saying you got enough fuel stores, you don't need to eat anymore, but the signals are getting muted and the brain is just ignoring them because it's this chronic elevation of these hormones. Now, as for ghrelin, levels are usually elevated before you eat and lowest after a meal. Okay, unfortunately, it becomes deregulated by excess weight as well, or sluggish metabolism. So it's like just when you need it the most, it decides it's not going to work, right? So it's a vicious cycle. You have a stubborn weight issue. You are trying to lose weight. Yet the weight itself can be blocking the hormones, signaling you to feel hungry and stop eating. Like, thank you very much. Okay, but this is a problem. Okay, fueling your body with proteins and fat, and fiber, healthy fats, okay, is the proven effective way to even things out when it comes to these hormones. High quality fats in your diet, olive oil, avocados, fish oils, etc., are the fats that you need to eat to establish this. Okay, and we're talking about quality proteins as well. Okay, protein and fiber, like in your breakfast, for example, will reduce ghrelin all day long. So people talk about green smoothies, may even be an option. Okay, lots of fiber, things that are going to get your body from the get-go, from the beginning of the day. Start your day off with a protein meal, not a carbohydrate meal. We tend to eat breakfasts that are waffles and muffins and breads. No, you want to eat things. You can eat eggs if you eat them, but sometimes I'll just eat a piece of chicken and a half an avocado, or I'll eat almonds and an avocado, or a hard-boiled egg. Things that are going to boost these hormones to give the proper effect. Okay, number 5 on the list, are you eating too often? Now, this one is a little bit tricky. In the US, most of us live where food is overabundant, okay? We overindulge and our bodies can't compensate. So people recommend eating every 4 hours to keep ghrelin levels down. Smaller meals, possibly, this could look like 8 o'clock in the morning, noon, 4 p.m., and 8 p.m. Now, I personally modify that slightly since I don't eat usually past 6 or 7 p.m. Some people feel that eating frequently raises your insulin levels and can lead to insulin resistance. Clearly, snacking on proteins and fats won't do that. Okay, so it's not just how often you eat, it is again what you are eating. So, some people recommend that you do 2 to 3 nutritionally dense or nutrient dense meals per day with no snacks. That to me is very difficult. Unless I'm super crazy busy and I can only get to my meals, I'm a snacker. Okay, so I make sure that I'm eating quality snacks that are going to achieve the same goal. So intermittent fasting is also highly effective, especially for women over 40, like ding ding ding. So leaving 13 to 15 hours between dinner and breakfast, only allowing water, gives your body the ability to reset and helps you lose weight. Okay, when I stop eating around 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. and I have breakfast around 7 or 8 a.m., that's what I'm doing. I am basically giving my body time to do that reset. Let me see how long the next one is. I think we're going to have to wait. Okay, so the next ones are, and we're going to talk about those next week. Are you moving your body enough? Um, in the right way? How are you sleeping? And are you deficient in key nutrients that could be affecting your metabolism? Okay, so stay tuned. We're going to talk about this more next week. These are really important issues. If you are suffering from a few extra pounds and you can't get it off, you need to watch Tuesday, watch today's, and come back next week. All right. So, on that note, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you next week for another Live in 5.